I just want everybody to listen as carefully as you can. I've got this adorable lady coming in. She's so cute. She's smiling, and she's... I gotta figure this lady out. Hold on. Okay, come on, come on. Okay. Oh, she's wanting to make me food? What is this? This is very, very weird. Okay, what's coming in is I have to highlight Connie, okay? Keeps coming through over and over and over again. To be clear, she's not trying to feed me, but I feel like she would have fed other people. And this comes in repeatedly, and I feel like I have to highlight Connie. I am wanting to put that more in kind of a grandma level. She's small but mighty is the way that I would describe her. And then she's showing me right now, Philippines, a trip, family connection to the Philippines, and people like having an opportunity to potentially go back. I don't know if that's since she's actually passed, but I feel like I have to talk about Philippine connection being very important, the Connie connection being very significant, and I can't make it change. So does anybody here have any connections to Philippines and Connie?
Someone in the back middle.
Someone in the very back. I love it. Hi.
Can you stand up?
Because I'm going way back. And I actually have another reading right smack dab in the middle, but can you come up to the middle, to the mic for me?
Come on up to the side here.
Yeah. Ooh, your section's popping tonight. I feel like I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff over there. Oh, jeez. Oh. All right, let's see if we can connect. It's like cardio, I swear, getting to the mic, it's like planes, trains, and automobiles. But oh, I am with you. You are my person. All right. We're gonna see what we do. Now, some of these readings might be longer, some might be shorter, but there's something for everyone, I think, in every reading. So let's see what we can do. Hi. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. So I got small but mighty. I gotta highlight this precious lady. She's definitely coming through more on the grandmother level as far as things go, but I do have to acknowledge the Philippines. So if people made a trip to the Philippines, are you aware of this?
My daughter just went to the Philippines.
I love it. So
Yeah.
it would be a way of wanting to acknowledge family, culture, history, and a big aspect of that. I have to highlight your dad's side of family more than your mom's side. So when we talk about your dad's side, I have to actually talk about grandma on dad's side, I think, in this way. So does that kind of track?
Yeah.
Okay. When we talk about that side, she's having me acknowledge being with her spouse, being with her partner, or two people basically together is the way I would describe it. So is grandpa also passed?
Yes.
Okay, I have to highlight in the way this comes through, she's having me acknowledge all of these boys in the family, and she's having me reference to one in particular. We gotta talk about your dad's living siblings, if that's okay. So I kinda wanna go there. Do you know, I'm gonna try to word this as carefully as I can. If your dad hypothetically had a brother that has been dealing with some hard times mentally, emotionally, cognitively, I don't know why I'm kind of going in that direction, but I have to talk about like the brother who feels like the black sheep or the brother who feels like the one off, like the one that's different. The reason I say this is because there either might be a period of time where we don't hear from him or we don't know where he's at. I don't know why I'm like, where the heck is this guy? And it's one of your dad's brothers. So do you know about this at all?
I think it's my brother's.
Okay. Do you know of any marks?
Yes, that's my brother. That's the one. He is considered like the black sheep. That's how he feels.
I'm so sorry.
He's-
Weird with the name thing, because I feel like I have to highlight that, but that it comes through and I feel like I have to talk about emotional health, cognitive health, well-being, and just like over and over again. I just keep wanting to bring up the fact that when it comes to like, when you want to help somebody, and sometimes we can't help people, and it's almost like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a drink. I don't know why I'm having to bring up that around the brother thing. If he feels stunted or like where he's not where he wants to be in life, they're just putting a lot of love around that, but I equally feel like it's not anybody's responsibility to fix it, and that's very important. So do you understand that as it pertains to Mark?
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
cool. So as we kind of go there, I feel like I want to elaborate as this kind of comes through. One thing that does come through pretty significantly is discussions around mental health. There is an acknowledgement of the month of June or the 6th of a month having significance in some way. Usually like birthday, death date, anniversary. Do you know of any June significances? I know we sometimes feel like we're on the spot. We might end up having to check with family, but we're gonna look and see, because I'm going to June for some reason. June. No birthdays in June that you know of?
I think we do have June birthdays.
It's all good. And no worries. And also, guys, if I bring you up, feel free to bring up your family or anyone you came with, as sometimes it
Yeah,
can...
Marissa.
Yeah, you can can come on. Oh, good.
Come on down.
Yeah. Oh, good. I just want to make sure I'm going with this because I got to keep going. This lady is so cute because I feel like she would have, in some capacity, do you know if she, when we talk about Connie, do you know if she was laid to rest with her favorite necklace? Or if there was something about her, like, go-to necklace?
She gave it to my daughter.
She gave it to your daughter. Okay, because I'm having to highlight this necklace thing. I'm like, why am I putting significance on it? But I'm having to repeatedly bring this up. You on the right there, on the far right? Yeah, you. There's entrepreneurial vibes around you, and I don't know why. So just remember that I'm saying that. Entrepreneurial stuff keeps coming in the long run, so that's usually a good move, a good sign, but it just definitely seems to be coming in there. Do you know, related, I have to talk about a guy who would have passed before the national average. Do you know if somebody had, like, Dalai Lama glasses? Like, I know that's a weird thing to say, but, like, if somebody wore those really thick-brimmed glasses, like the Dalai Lama?
That's my grandpa.
That was Grandpa. Do you know if he had any difficulty breathing in any capacity, or if there were ever any issues with, like, lungs? Yeah, I need you to know, this guy, I feel like I have to highlight that he kind of went too soon in some capacity. I feel like this guy should have had a lot longer, but I just need you to know, as this comes in, I can't stress enough about this brother, and brother being different, and needing it to be known that everybody has done what they can, and it's okay, that sometimes people are just different. They live different lifestyles, they choose different lifestyles. That comes through pretty strongly. Would you say that kind of makes sense with what you know about brother? Yeah, okay. I just need to, sometimes it's a situation where people wonder, you know, how would family feel about that one person? And it's just their way of acknowledging they're happy of how everybody's handled things largely, and that definitely comes in. And then I just gotta say, there's a joke about a girl among a bunch of boys. So if there was like one girl about all the guys, there's this feeling of having to like grow up fast, because it's like if you have brothers around you, it's like,
There are 5 older brothers. I'm the youngest and the only girl.
Oh, I see. So as it comes through, there's definitely a clear acknowledgement there. And then I feel like I have to talk about coincidences bringing you here. Coincidences bringing you here. So I don't know what coincidence could have brought you here, but I think that one did in some capacity. Do you know of any like weird synchronicities or coincidences that like led you to this?
My mom always said that she was going to find a way to connect with us when
Yes.
she passes, so.
I believe it. And as this comes across, I just want you to remember that big, beautiful smile. And if anybody was not able to say goodbye to her, I just need you to know she kind of feels like she timed her passing on some level. So that definitely comes through. Do you know if anybody was not able to say goodbye to her?
There's a couple of the grandkids that
Yeah, just would not have.
came after.
Yeah, because I feel like there's this feeling, don't rush, it's okay. And I feel like I want to bring that up. Just keep in mind, all of this kind of comes through collectively. I definitely feel like I want to highlight Grandpa, Grandma very strongly. I would have to assume that's connected over there, and then it would be a way of them just kind of all resoundingly coming through. So thank you for being here today. What did your dad pass of? I was curious.
A lot.
A lot.
He had his first heart attack at 37.
Oh my God.
But the doctor said, you know, he only had 6 years, but the Lord blessed him with 34 years.
Oh,
So he
amazing.
was with us until he was 69.
Yes, yeah. Still too young to go, but what a beautiful soul, and clearly a very strong kind of fabric of his family and of the boys in a big way. So thank you for being here tonight. I so appreciate it, and can't wait to talk again. Thank you. We did it. My goodness. Whew. We got family dynamics coming through, and oftentimes what's so comforting is that they on the other side seem to be aware of the kind of unique positions we find ourselves in. Sometimes family dynamics, conflicts, the way that things are, they bring them up, and never generally from a place of being upset or angry, just usually more of a way of acknowledging accountability or encouraging people to not feel responsible for other people's actions, and that's kind of interesting. So they seem to be a lot more open-minded on the other side in a bigger way.